They say the surface of a tank is a mirror, but mirrors only show what's obvious. And if the surface is the lie, the fog is the truth. Because the real story of a cichlid kingdom never lives on the surface. It lives beneath, written in currents, shadows, pressure, and patterns most people never learn to read. And when that story begins to shift, when something deep inside the ecosystem loses balance, the water speaks. Not with sound, with fog. Not the soft mist drifting across calm mornings, but a quiet warning. A haze that appears only when something hidden breaks beneath the surface. Most keepers never understand it. They blame the light. They blame the filter. They blame everything except the truth the water's trying to reveal. But water never lies. If you've ever searched why your aquarium water gets cloudy or how to fix cloudy water in a cichlid tank, this is where the real explanation begins. And here's the part nobody tells you. The haze is not the enemy. It is the message, the confession, the signal your kingdom sends long before any fish weakens. Ignore it, and the collapse begins silently. But you're here, which means you're not looking for noise. You're looking for clarity, real clarity, the kind that comes from understanding your tank the way nature understands the lakes these cichlids come from. Stay with me, because once you understand the 7 hidden mistakes that create the haze, something changes forever. You stop reacting. You start reading the water like a language. And the deeper we go, the clearer everything becomes. Let's begin. A new aquarium is not a tank. It's a world trying to remember its laws. No balance, no rhythm, no memory. When cloudy water appears in a newborn setup, most keepers panic. They think the tank is failing. But what they're really seeing is the nitrogen cycle taking its first breath. Ammonia rises from the earliest traces of waste. Bacteria awaken and turn it into nitrite. More bacteria turn nitrite into nitrate. And the moment nitrates appear, microscopic life feeds. That is when the bloom begins. When the water clouds not because it's dying, but because it's becoming alive. Growth is chaotic. Balance is built through confusion. Fog in a young tank is not danger. It is the teacher. Patience clears it, nothing else. But this stage belongs only to new water. If an older tank clouds, the message changes completely. A mature kingdom should not hide behind haze. When it does, it's telling you one thing: you're falling behind. Waste settles like dust on an unmoved floor. Food breaks apart and sinks into corners. Biofilm thickens on surfaces. Even the strongest cichlid setups collapse without discipline. Water changes aren't chores. They are heartbeat. Miss a beat, the body weakens. Miss too many, and the ecosystem suffocates. Keep the rhythm steady, controlled, consistent. But even perfect discipline cannot save a tank if its lungs fail. The filter carries the entire weight of the kingdom. Many keepers think strong flow means strong clarity, but flow is motion. Filtration is order. And without order, motion means nothing. The water must meet the right guardians in the right sequence: mechanical first, biological second, chemical last. Break that order and the system breaks with it. If mechanical media clogs, the tank doesn't clean. It recycles the haze in endless loops. The cloud never leaves, it only changes shape. Clean mechanical media when the flow weakens, when the surface stops dancing, when your cichlids stop cruising like rulers and start hovering like prisoners. But even the strongest filter cannot save a kingdom if the water inside moves like a dying river. Dead spots are where haze is born, corners where debris settles, shadows where waste gathers. Stillness feeds the enemy. Circulation destroys it. A wave maker doesn't just push water, it gives the entire system breath. It lifts particles off the floor. It sends them into the filter's path. It oxygenates the surface. Still water hides danger. Moving water exposes it. But even perfect movement cannot stop the most deceptive mistake of all: the feeding trap. Overfeeding is betrayal disguised as kindness. Cichlids move fast, beg hard, and convince keepers they need more than they do. But their hunger is instinct, not truth. The moment food drifts untouched into a corner, collapse begins. A pellet sinks unnoticed. A flake dissolves into dust. What your fish don't eat becomes fuel for bacteria, and what bacteria consume becomes fog. Feed once a day, slowly. Watch closely. The moment a single pellet goes untouched, stop. Remove leftovers immediately. And once or twice a week, feed nothing at all. A day of emptiness resets the kingdom. But even perfect feeding cannot stop every type of haze. Some cloudiness isn't created by mistakes. It's created by nature itself. Tannins, ancient pigments released from wood and stone, turning water amber, smoky, soft, harmless, natural, even healthy. But for keepers chasing glass-like clarity, that tint hides the kingdom's true sharpness. This is where chemical filtration becomes the quiet ally. Not a cure, but a polish. Purigen, carbon, resin blends. They don't fix bad habits. They reveal perfection when perfection already exists. But even crystal water can deceive you if the problem isn't inside the tank, but on the surface. Biofilm on the inside, fingerprints on the outside, dust on the lid, light hitting the glass at the wrong angle. Even a perfect tank looks hazy under bad reflection. A single wipe can reveal the truth instantly, but lights create another illusion. Leave them on too long, and algae begins feeding directly in the water column, invisible at first, growing quietly, then blooming, turning the kingdom white from within. And now we reach the message behind it all. You've seen every layer of the haze, the confusion of a newborn system, the slow collapse of neglected rhythm, the breath of the filter, the stillness that breeds decay, the trap of generosity, the stain of natural pigments. The illusions cast by glass and light. 7 mistakes, 7 signals, 7 warnings. Now you understand what most keepers never learn. Cloudy water is never random. It rises with purpose. It rises with meaning. It rises to show you what's failing long before your fish reveal it. A young tank clouds because it's learning. A mature tank clouds because it's slipping. An established tank clouds only when something subtle has shifted. But now you can see the signs. You can read the water like a language. You can hear the kingdom speak before anything breaks. And if this opened your eyes, listen carefully to this final part. Many think dark cichlids is just another fish channel. They're wrong. We don't chase trends. We don't make noise. We tell the truth, the real nature of these creatures and the lessons hiding beneath the surface. What we do here isn't for everyone. It's for the few who look deeper, for keepers who value patience over panic, balance over chaos, understanding over shortcuts. If you want distraction, look elsewhere. But if you're ready to see what others overlook, to understand what others simplify, to rule your tank with clarity instead of confusion, then stay. Subscribe not because it's free, but because you recognize what this place stands for. Depth over distraction, precision over comfort, wisdom over noise. Tell me below, what truth did your water teach you the hard way? And which mistake did you finally see clearly tonight? Because here on Dark Cichlids, clarity is power. Around here, we make sure every second means something. We respect the fish, we respect the hobby, and above all, we respect your time. But understand this, respect isn't about soft words or pretty colors. Respect means showing you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. It means giving you information that actually protects your fish instead of entertaining you for 5 seconds. It means cutting through the noise of the internet and giving you clarity that can save an entire tank. Every video we make is built with intention. Every moment is crafted so you walk away knowing more than when you arrived. Not distracted, improved. That's the promise of this channel. And if this video sharpened your understanding, don't stop here. Before you leave, go watch our other documentaries. Malawi's restless mbuna, Tanganyika's ancient titans, the rulers, the architects, the mothers who carry kingdoms in their jaws. Those videos aren't made for scrolling thumbs. They're made for keepers who want mastery, not luck. So choose the next step carefully. Follow the current, explore the lakes, expand your understanding, because every video in this channel is a piece of a larger truth, one that only reveals itself to those who stay long enough to see it. See you in the next one.